now if we play zoop, so now we can see that there is a nice pendulum movement. Okay, suppose you want to show the takeoff of rocket. Okay, so it can't be like it starts slow and then suddenly mid-air it will become slow, isn't it? So it will start slow and then it will get its speed, maximum speed. Okay, so it should be like this. Slow start and it got its speed. Okay, so this is possible by manipulating the speed graph. By simple changing the speed or the curve of the graph, you can achieve this. Hello everyone, welcome back. One of you have asked explanation on the keyframe and speed graph. So in this today's tutorial, we are going to discuss how we can modify keyframe using speed graph, and we can not only control the motion but also we can achieve the super sick motion graphics. So without wasting time, let's get started. Alright guys, so in this today's short tutorial, I'm going to demonstrate how you can add the keyframe and how you can manipulate your keyframe using speed graph. So in a best possible way, you can mimic the natural movement of the particular object. Alright, so I will be adding the position keyframe on this PNG, rocket PNG file. So let's add keyframe. Alright, and around 5 seconds, I will be changing its position to over here outside this working area. Okay, now if you play this, so it will have this kind of static movement. Why it is there? Because you select, and if you look at the speed graph, you will be able to see. Okay, by using this you can zoom it. See, so it start at this speed 247 pixel per second continuously static. There is no change, and it end at the same rate. So what we want to mimic the actual movement. So what is the actual movement of rocket? It will lift off slowly, then it catches maximum speed as it goes up. Okay, so let's select this both the keyframe and press F9. So by pressing the F9, you will get this smooth curve. So previously it was a straight line, now it is a smooth curve. So it will start from 0. Okay, and you can fit it by using this auto zoom graph height. Okay, and make sure that you are in the speed graph and not in the value graph. Speed graph is somewhat intuitive, so you can understand how we can modify it. Okay, so this is the smooth curve. So the maximum speed is in the middle, and then it will become the 0. Okay, so now let us see the movement, how it will appear. So it start fast and again become slow. This is not the actual movement of our space rocket. Okay, so what is the actual movement? There is a gradual rise, then getting momentum and the speed. So how we can achieve that? We can achieve it by tweaking this speed graph. Okay, so select these are the spline, or these are the handle. Okay, you can select this and you can pick. So what you have to do, just press F9, make it smooth, then select both the keyframe and click on this graph editor. So you will be in the graph editor mode, and from here you can change this various setting, and you can select this speed graph option from here. Then you can have this kind of thing. It will fit in the view and it will fit in the selection view. Okay, and you can zoom it out. What I will do, I will just select both the keyframe. Let me demonstrate how we can increase the speed. So now you can change the speed graph. Okay, now what I'm doing, I'm changing so what I have done, see, now there is a initial lift off. Okay, increasing speed, you can see here from 0 to 137.15 pixel per second, and then it will increase the speed to 5000, around 6000 pixel per second. Now let's play. Okay, it is very fast. So let us make it slow. Okay, so again you can select this keyframe and you can decrease. Okay, so now you can see that it is having this much speed. Okay, now let's play. Okay, so this looks more tangible than the previous one. So now it has slow start and then eventually it is getting the speed. Okay, and from some realistic movement you can just keep holding Alt and you can add the wiggle expression, that is just 20, that is the frequency, and the movement, that is the 2 amount of pixel it will move its position, and this is the frequency per second. Okay, so now you can see that it's look like a okay, so this is how you can achieve the realistic movement. Okay, but it is not true for each and every motion. So different object having the different motion. For example, arrow. Now let me demonstrate the arrow. Okay, suppose let us draw first arrow. Alright, suppose this is the arrow, not good one, but for the demonstration. Okay, now let us change this position. Add P over here for the position. Let us take it like from here. Arrow, want to show that the arrow is passing. Okay, then around 2 seconds we will changing its part to over here. Okay, press F9 for ease, and let's look at the graph. So what we want that it should be fast, not slow. Okay, because it moves like zoop. Okay, and then it lost its, and then eventually lose its momentum over the period of time. Okay, so see, now if we play zoop. Okay, so this is how the movement of the arrow. Okay, now let us add another thing like a car. Let's scale it down. Okay, so this is the car. Okay, it is, let's paste P for the position and add this position keyframe. At 5 seconds we are changing its position to over here. Okay, suppose we want it to stop here. Okay, so from point 1 to point A to point B. Okay, now let's play. So it start at the same speed and stop at the same speed. So what we want that it start slow and then stop slow. So just changing or pressing the F9 you can achieve that slow start. So this shows the speed, and this is the maximum speed in the middle and the ending. Okay, alright, suppose if it is a sudden break, just you can lift this like this. Okay, so it will break at this point 312.18 pixel per second. At this speed it will stop. Okay, like a sudden break. Okay, if you want like as a kind of accident, it didn't stop and strike with the object the same speed. Okay, then you can do this by changing the speed graph down. If you want to increase the speed, again you can take it like this, speed graph. Now it will move quite high speed. Okay, now let us do the pendulum movement. Okay, alright, so we have this pendulum. Okay, and let's change its anchor point to over here at the end. Okay, so that we can rotate it. Okay, like this. Okay, so if you want to achieve a pendulum movement, what we will do, add this keyframe to rotation. Alright, okay, around 2 seconds you can have this movement like this, 30 or 20, whatever you Okay, then again around 4 seconds, minus 30. We do not have this kind of static movement in our actual or real life scenario. Okay, so let's select this keyframe and press F9. Okay, so what is the actual movement? So in the middle it's kind of okay, and it is having the maximum speed during this middle. Alright, so go to keyframe, select this keyframe, okay, and just change this curve to like this. Okay, so it will have the maximum speed here, okay, in the middle of the rotation. Then it achieves this less speed because it's kind of stop here, and again it start the reverse movement, achieve the maximum speed, and then again it will stop over here. Okay, so now we can see that there is a nice pendulum movement. Okay, alright, so basically there are 4 rules, or there are 4 methods. Let me quickly demonstrate it by the example, okay, and by showing the speed graph. So first is the start fast and end slow. Okay, so we have this simple movement of this ring. Okay, and if we look at this, just it is a position keyframe that I have added without any manipulation. So if we look at this speed graph, it will look like this. Okay, now we select the keyframe, press F9 to make it a smooth curve. Okay, now what will happen? This is the slow start, then it will gain the speed, and then in the end it will become slow down. Okay, but we want that it should start fast and end slow. Okay, so what we can do, just select this handle, okay, and make this curve look like this. Okay, so it will start fast and end slow. And for the opposite, at any point of movement, if you messed up, just press F9 and you will get this original curve, and then you can tweak it. Okay, so this is the opposite. Okay, so this is the opposite. Start slow and end fast. Let us see. Start slow and end fast. Alright, now third one, start slow, middle fast and slow. Okay, so now how to achieve that? Again in the speed graph, let's press F9 for the original graph. Now this should be fast, this should be slow, this should be slow. Very simple. Okay, select it, and okay, if you connect this handle, then it will become steep, so it will be very fast. Now you can see here almost 5000 pixels per second, 0 0. Now let us see the movement. Then let me demonstrate at the last how we can change the speed at the end or at the start. Okay, so we have this keyframe. Okay, we are in the speed graph. Okay, let's press F9. Okay, now I want that it should be a very high speed in the end. So this you can see here, this is the speed. Okay, this is the speed here. This is the 0. So this is the graph. This is the speed graph. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to make it fast. Just select it, and now it is having this speed, 2000 pixels per second. Now let us see. So fast and then slow. Okay, so this is how I can change the speed. Okay, now let us increase the speed even more, 5000. Also drag this towards this side. Now let us see. See, it's very fast. Okay, now last part, to make it faster at the end, what we can do, just change this graph, and then we can lift this speed. Okay, so it starts slow and it will become fast. See, very fast. Alright, and by decreasing this, you can have the. So this is how you can control the speed of the your shape movement or your graphics. That is how you can achieve. And there are also plugins available to do so. Like you can use this extension called flow plugin, which is a plate plugin, and select this keyframe, and you can just use this speed or this presets, and you can just click on apply, and it will change the. Okay, so now I'm selecting this one, click on apply. What is the purpose? So it will save your time. Click apply. Okay, and what is they are doing underlying? They are just changing this speed graph, nothing else. Okay, so I'm selecting this. They are changing this kind of speed graph. For this, they are changing this kind of speed graph, which we are doing manually. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new about the speed graph. It can be learned only by the practice. So keep practicing. See you in the next one. Bye bye.